Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning. It is about 7:05 and I'm playing with some makeup. Over the past week, on and off, I've been testing the Tarte Holiday sets, the two big ones. There's one from Ulta and one from Sephora, and today I'm wearing the Sephora one, and I've been actually really enjoying some of the looks I've gotten out of that. Kind of leaning toward that one being the one I prefer of the two, but I'm still not like 100% convinced, but I thought this was kind of a cool look with the green and then some of the pinky corally color on top. I'm really excited for the video I've got going up this morning because it's a collab with Risa, and by the time this goes up, that video will already be up, so definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. We're calling it Products I've Changed My Mind About, and I think that's a very intriguing, very compelling video idea because I think so many times YouTubers may not acknowledge the fact that they have changed their mind about something, or that the first impression isn't really what stands. And so I think it's important to share these updates if we have them. So at this point in time, you know, the videos haven't gone up yet, so I don't know what she's gonna be talking about, but we've each got kind of a split between things we've changed our mind about for the better and things that we've changed our mind about for the worse, I guess. But I am having one of those feelings in the makeup room, like I didn't shoot a video today. I was just trying stuff, really just playing around, but I have like a dozen video ideas floating around in my head that I just want to do. Like if I had the time, I could bust out 2 a day. I've got that many ideas rolling around in here, and that's awesome because it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you burn through some ideas and then you're like, what next? And it always comes, you know, and there are always good like video requests and ideas from you guys, thankfully. But I think right now there's just a lot of new products, a lot of holiday type things that I just really want to get a video out on, and I'm just all fired up. Maybe it's the coffee too. But I also wanted to say a quick thank you for all the sweet comments on last week's vlog as well. I hear from so many people who are like, my kids aren't the age of your kids anymore, and it brings back like really good memories and stuff like that, and I love that. I love that a video can sort of transport you to a different time, and I don't know, just give us all a little appreciation for those little things, because you see kids getting excited about like seeing a pumpkin patch or going down a slide, and it's like, yeah, you know, let's be present and enjoy all the little things we have, whatever age we are. Right, so it's now 20 after 7 and everybody's still asleep, so I took the opportunity to do my nails. Don't you love this color? Ignore my messed up cuticles, they're just kind of rough all the time. I love this color so much. It's like a kind of a taupe with a little shimmer in it. It's a Kathleen Lights polish in Cafe Disco. It's from the fall collection. I got that whole collection because I thought they all just looked so good. I got the hand cream too, but I haven't used that yet. The first coat of this was kind of sheer, but it dried so fast, so I was immediately able to go on with the second coat, and I just really like it. I rarely do my nails. I'm trying to get better at it. Hi guys, I am about to head out to Walmart. Turn that down a little bit. Anybody else really liking the No Shoes radio station, Kenny Chesney's radio station on Sirius XM? Some of the songs that come on there are really random and kind of unexpected, but I really enjoy that station. Anyway, I need to get diapers, I need hairspray, I need Halloween candy, and I need some stuff for Belle's costume because it's gonna get cold, and that's the annoying thing about Halloween is how you have to modify a costume for the weather. So she's gonna be Dorothy, Biddy's gonna be the lion, and they are obsessed with their costumes. If given the chance, they would stay in them all the time, but I think Belle's gonna need some tights, some ruffly socks, of course, and maybe if I can find like a long underwear or like just long-sleeved white shirt maybe that can be layered underneath it. I think I'll snap plenty of pictures of her without all the layers underneath, but we'll just have to work it out for the trick-or-treating, which I don't think is going to be a terribly cold night, but it'll be cold enough to where she'll need more than just like this little dress on. So we need a few accessory pieces. I was going to go to Target, but I was like, yeah, I'll probably spend less at Walmart, so that's probably a little safer. And do you love rediscovering old sweaters this time of year that you had like put away in a tub? That's what I do. I think this one came from Target years back, and you can't really tell, but it's nice and long. It like comes down over the butt, but it's just like a cardigan style sweater. And I also have a little haul from Casey Holmes's online boutique, the RosieDaze store. I had ordered several shirts from there. There are actually a lot of things that I wanted, but so much was out of stock, so I guess I was wanting the popular stuff. But I got a few tops in, and they're really cute. Sorry, I need to dust off the display, but case in point here with No Shoes Radio. I love this song. This is a Kenny song, but they're going to give you the bluegrass tribute here on No Shoes Radio. Also, fall colors are happening. I was able to find the tights, the ruffled socks, and I also picked up a little like white long sleeve shirt or a red one. I wasn't sure what was going to look better underneath her dress. Also, Equate, Walmart's beauty brand, is duping Tresemme Tray 2 hairspray. So I decided, what the heck, let's try it. Also found these sets, blot and translucent powder, individually packed applicators with makeup. Just wanted to try it, just wanted to see. Bub doesn't know how crazy this night's about to get because I got collagen shots. And I was just gonna get one for myself just to try it. They were selling these in the beauty aisle with the face mask. Oh, here he is. Here's the man himself.
Getting lit up in here.
Yeah. I thought, why just do it myself? Isn't it more fun to take collagen shots with a friend?
It is. We'll do a collagen bomb.
Collagen?
Collagen?
Collagen. Yes, it's collagen shot. It is 11 grams of protein and 13,000 milligrams of collagen. Berry flavor. Do that later. We'll jump start our Saturday night with one of those. I wanted these for a long time and I never pick them up, but they really drew me in today. And for trick-or-treaters, I got the Rice Krispies Treats mini squares. And then this bag of minis. And I feel like they really get you because one small bag is not enough, but then they up you to the 210 and you're paying like $15 for a bag of candy. Also, may have indulged on these, may have tried one. You want these. If you show up trick-or-treating at our house, you want these. The Oreo chocolate candy bars. Fun size. What are you doing, Biddy? Are you playing?
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. Yeah, this is my squirrel mug. Do you like it? Got some apple cider in there. It's after nap time now. We've got a little fun evening planned. Going somewhere called the Pumpkin Stroll. Or an event called the Pumpkin Stroll. Would you guys like some snacks? Made a little kids cheese board here that they're enjoying up from their nap. What are you having, Biddy? You like the cheese? Mmm. Okay, I have read almost all of Jesse James Decker's book, and I love it. I think it's great. I feel like I agree so much on just her general philosophy on a lot of things, and I love like the beauty related stuff, a lot of like product recommendations and things like that, personal stuff, mom stuff as well. I just really enjoy the book, and there are a lot of recipes in it too, so I think it's the kind of thing, even when I'm done reading it, I'm going to be going back to it for the food stuff. Hi vlog! We are on our way to something called the Pumpkin Stroll. And it's going to be like a great big display of jack-o'-lanterns, I think. We were hoping to get to do some kind of family Halloweenish activity because Bub over here is actually going to be speaking at a legal conference in Vegas midweek. So he's going to be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, back on Thursday. And he'll miss Halloween, which he's very upset about, actually. We found this little event and thought, well, here's something we can do. It's nothing that we do like in full-on costume. There's Nookie back there. And then Bub and I are going to have some margaritas, actually.
We're going to stop off and pick up some margarita supplies because somebody had a craving for those.
Had a wild hair for a Rita, okay? And we do still need to do our collagen shots, but I don't know if we want to mix collagen shots and tequila.
Yeah, maybe we should. Save that for
I think maybe Sunday. It might be a good kind of recovery type shot. It's got a lot of protein and other good stuff in it. It was just so funny, Bob, because it was sold with the at the end of an aisle among the face masks. So I was looking through all the face masks and I'm like, are those shots? Like, are these misplaced? No, they were meant to be there.
Cheese.
What do you see, Biddy?
I see pumpkins.
Pumpkins all.
I see happy ones. I see grumpy ones. Oh, there's one with star eyes. I always love star eyes. I like all of them. Cat.
You see the kitty cat there?
Yeah. Ghost.
Oh, a bat.
Boo. That says boo. One with star eyes. Right. I see a picture right there. And that one.
Look at that skull.
Polka dot.
Oh, kisses. Oh, there's like a Yoda one down there, bub. Diddy,
I love pumpkin.
you love pumpkins?
Beautiful, yay.
That is so cute.
Happy birthday to you.
Whose birthday is it?
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
What do you think, Biddy?
I take a bucket.
Spooky. Is it spooky out here? I've just dropped a bunch of ice all over the floor. Bub's putting the Ritas in our Valentine's Day wine glasses here.
Patron that we bought to
Found him some Patron.
celebrate the launch.
Got some margarita mixer here with key lime juice and agave nectar and premium fruit. Authentic cocktails.
Only the finest pre-made.
Only the
margarita mix for
finest.
us.
Sure, cluttered as it can be. Countertop back there.
Got like a stockpile Halloween candy. We don't know how many we're gonna get.
Cheers.
Yes. Hey, not bad.
Not too bad. How do you feel about Friday Night Lights so far?
It's a very good show. It really is.
You know, Pup is obsessed with it also.
And we used to watch it.
She's watched
back
it several
then.
times over.
I think she got us to start watching it the first time, and we just sort of lost track of it.
Yeah.
But
ultimately,
whoever
we do
plays
love it.
Matt Saracen, I hope you won an Emmy because he is fabulous.
He's so good. Well, and Coach Taylor.
I mean, they're all good.
I think Coach
but-
Taylor did win an Emmy. Actually,
Probably did.
for it.
I
Connie
think.
Britton is awesome too.
Mhm.
Coach's wife. Riggins is a little rough around the edges, but I like him.
He is who he is.
He is who he is. We're here for a little Q&A. I gave y'all a little heads up on my pinned comment on my last video. I said we were going to be doing this, and so some of you guys caught that. We got some good questions, but we're going to start this off with our Collagen Shots, Daily Collagen Shot Beauty Berry. It says, not sponsored.
I think it's pronounced collagen. You go on.
Collagen. Ew, it smells.
It's Flintstone
It
vitamins.
smells like a Flintstone
It's a
vitamin,
Flintstone vitamin.
liquefied. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
All right. You already take your that all the way down?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I
like
don't
halfway
mess-
there.
I don't mess around. Down the hatch. It was absolutely a liquid Flintstone vitamin.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
No.
All right. It's 13,000 milligrams of collagen, 11 grams of protein, 50 calories. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to peel off my lashes because we're all friends here, right?
I'm not friends.
Bub's not listening.
We probably needed a hairspray can that was about 2 inches taller.
You insulting my tripod here?
Yes.
This Equate Beauty Extra Firm Hold is going to get us through this. I just took some of the comments, I just copied and pasted them into my list. KTM Fam says, I've seen the proposal video, but how did you and Tyler meet? And you two are marriage goals. That's sweet.
Well, that's kind.
And what are the top priorities you have in your marriage? So you want to take the how did you meet question?
Yeah, sure. I know the first time I ever saw you was like a high school cheerleading weight room session. We didn't go to the same school, but she went to a school that was co-opted
For fall sports.
for fall sports with my school. And so, and my sister was a cheerleader, and obviously Em was a cheerleader. And so I was bringing Sarah, my sister, to a weightlifting cheerleading session. And I just kind of piggybacked that and lifted weights myself, and I was like the only guy there.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the first time I ever laid eyes on you.
Bub positioned himself as the only male in the weight room at the time. To back this up even further, he wasn't always going to that school, so he moved
between freshman and sophomore year,
of high school. He moved from North Dakota all the way down to West Central Illinois, and
this would have been that summer.
That was before the school year started, and we were like having meetings and cheerleading stuff preseason, and the football team was getting ready to do some of the same, I'm sure. I remember seeing you at the time. There wasn't a real hi, nice to meet you, Tyler, my name's Emily. It's just that in a small town atmosphere, word gets around that there's this 6'6" dude who's moved in along with his gorgeous blonde siblings. It's just like people know this is the tallest guy who's ever stepped foot in Hancock County. There's a little bit of buzz that almost precedes.
Who's the little heart buddy Garrity? That's running around. Hi. There's this new 6'6" guy that's just moved into town, and we need to get out there and talk to him because he's going to take us all the way to state.
Friday Night Lights. Bubs realized he does a good Buddy Garrity impression. If you know Friday Night Lights, you're probably dying right now.
It's just a very breathy Southern accent. That's all there is to it. Just super breathy.
Once he realized he had it, he wouldn't stop. And I'm like, I'm missing the show because you...
Right. Well, and I pretty much just talk in my Buddy Garrity accent all the time. That's my life.
It's like, I think a lot of people, when you're past the school years, you remember formally meeting somebody, but when you're in school and it's just like, oh, there's this, family who's moved into the district now, and it's just like things just kind of swirl around. And so then I remember
talking at Bash. Bash was like a
youth group
Christian youth group thing. But really, we may edit this out because this might seem somewhat scandalous. But the first time, I remember actually talking to you and having a real conversation was when a group of us all went to it was homecoming.
We all had different dates.
Yeah, we were going with different people, but I remember just talking the whole time.
Yeah.
The two of us, and then we just started talking on MSN Messenger. And I think that's pretty much where it all started.
Yeah. What are the top priorities you have in your marriage? My biggest one would be honesty. Nobody keeping anything from anybody else. And I think that goes for, the good things, the bad things. When you're upset about something, I don't think anybody benefits from holding it in.
Right. No, I agree.
So I think being honest with somebody and getting it dealt with, because if you plan to be in it for the long haul with this person, you got to settle the things as they come up. But maybe another thing to also consider, though, is picking your battles. Yeah. So it's a balance, sort of.
Right.
You don't need to squabble over everything, but you need to sort out the things that you see as being potentially this could be an issue. It's so easy once kids come into the picture to lose a lot. You're trying to get through the days, so you're not really thinking of how you're doing it, you're just doing it. Knowing your love language. I will always stand by that as being an important thing. Yeah. All right, Bub?
She's words of affirmation.
You are quality time?
Not sure.
I think that's what he was. I think you got to know your other person's love language and keep that in mind. That it's not just important how you want or feel like giving love to somebody, but what you really must know is how did they receive it? I need someone to verbalize how they feel to me, which I don't think came naturally to him. Bub was like an onion, just peeling the onion back.
You look very beautiful tonight. I don't know if you
Thank you so much, even after I peeled these. It's the collagen. Will you guys think about baby number 3 possibly?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too. I mean, we haven't said we are trying, we're really going for it at this point in time, but I think we're both open to
very open to the concept.
To
the concept. But we're also very, very happy with the 2.
We are.
I could never have another kid again and still be totally fulfilled and happy.
We will look at each other sometimes and be like, they are actual angels.
Yeah, they are
angels. We say that all the time.
All the time. They've got their moments.
Of course. Obviously. I was about to say that.
But as of right now, it's kind of...
I'm not pregnant.
If it happens, great. But if it doesn't, we're very happy.
Yeah. How does Tyler tell people what his wife does? Like, she thinks that some people may not know that I have a YouTube career, or like, how do you explain
You're right.
that?
It is not easy. I think people are starting to understand that you can basically make money and have a career doing YouTube videos and doing things online, having a blog. But I always lead with, well, it's probably going to sound odd because if it doesn't, then it's not a big deal. But then if they're like,
you never know. You never know how many people are kind of in tune with it and how many people are like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but... And then, sure, it'd be easier if you were a banker. Like, she works in a bank. And then it's over. It's a longer explanation, but people kind of...
If I'm explaining it to somebody and they're like, what do you do? And I kind of back it up to, you know, I did news for 6 years and overlapped that with this YouTube thing, and then eventually was able to, you know, let go of the full-time job to do this full-time. And then I think people are like, oh, wow, you know, it was able to come on top over a traditional job. And so they can start to sort of see the value that this may have. How do you find time for the two of you with 2 young girls? Also, how have you managed to keep your relationship so strong after so many years? How do you find time for the 2 of you after 2 young'uns?
Well, it helped a lot a little over a year ago when your folks moved down here, because before that it was pretty much impossible.
Yeah, and part of it too, like when Biddy was really new, when she was a new little baby, and then Nookie was 2 years old. I mean, it was like...
It's a lot.
I feel like part of getting through that time is just having some acceptance that it's going to be hard for a while, and not making yourselves feel bad if, oh my gosh, it has been too long since we've had a date, or we haven't really sat down and had a good heart-to-heart in a while, or like stuff like that. Like, don't be so hard on yourself, and don't put yourself into these expectations of like, well, you know, everybody else is doing this, that, or that. Instagram lives, internet lives, take them with a grain of salt sometimes, because odds are anybody else in a similar boat to you is also struggling with it and passing in the night. But basically, have some acceptance for the fact that you are going to have some hard times when you bring not 1 but 2 kids into the mix, and everything's constantly changing. And I have a tendency of sometimes, you know, thinking, oh my gosh, we're having trouble with Biddy's sleep schedule and she's always waking up, and you feel like you start to internalize that as this is the way it's always going to be. And I can be really bad about that with certain things that come up, and I start to think, oh my gosh, you know, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know when the sleeping's going to get better, when the nursing's going to get better, whatever it might be. And just remind yourself in those moments that this is temporary and you're going to move through it, and then there's going to be maybe a new debacle or a new thing that maybe turns out to be a little easier to deal with. But things are always changing with kids. Don't you? I mean, wouldn't you say that's like...
No doubt.
When you're going through difficult times, know that that will pass, and you will start to have more time, and you will start to get them on bedtimes where, you know, we have time to sit down and do stuff like this, or watch a show, or just do whatever we need to do. I benefit a lot from just like talking. If we go through a good chunk of a weekend and we're just doing kid stuff all the time, and I feel like sometimes we've gotten to Sunday, halfway through Sunday, and I'm like, I don't feel like I've really spoken much. Like, we haven't had a real conversation. Like, a little talking about something just goes a long way for me, just to have that chance. So making time for it, nighttime or a date at some point in time, is great. But if you are in one of those spells where the dates just aren't happening, the time isn't happening, just see it through. Remember the value of a sweet text message or a nice note, or those little things that take next to no effort, but depending on the love language your person has, might just like make their entire day. There's value in little tiny things, seemingly tiny things. If you want to receive it, don't forget to also give it too. Don't just be sitting there saying, what about me? Which I've done before. I want to ask Tyler what his favorite thing about Emily is, and any pet peeves.
Putting the old pressure on. Number one, gotta come up with a really good answer for favorite thing, but then also dance around the pet peeves thing.
Just be completely honest and let's see how it goes.
My favorite thing is this woman has the biggest heart of anyone you will ever meet in this world.
Don't make me cry, Bub. No, you're gonna cry.
It's true. Like, legit, huge heart, cares about everyone. Most importantly, just cares about everyone in this house. Just obvious every day.
Love you.
My pet peeve is that she makes me cry on camera.
Oh, don't cry, love.
Well, I did.
Gosh,
It's too late.
cry.
It's too late. Next question.
What's your pet peeve?
So that was my pet peeve.
He's a smart man. How tall are we?
I am 6'6", and you are 5'0". 1.5 difference.
Kind of running low on memory card space, so we're going to need to breeze through some of these. Where did the nickname Bub come from? Also, does Tyler have a nickname for you?
Yeah, and that's one answer. Bub came from the movie Bad Santa. Watched it while we were in college, and there's
Billy
a scene where Billy Bob's like talking about the elves and says, "I don't know, I just say, hey Bub, or Chief." And so I started calling her Chief, and she started calling me Bub.
Does Tyler ever catch guff for his try-on unboxing segments? They're hilarious.
I haven't yet. No guff.
Bub's friends and colleagues just want to get in on this somehow.
No, they want in. It's more just people like demanding that they get to be a part of it.
He's inspiring the
We've
world.
Pushed them off so far.
I was wondering if Tyler ever gets recognized in public from being on your channel. You totally have.
Yeah, I've had people come up to me.
Even when we're both out together, he'll be the one people
Well,
notice
people
first.
find, like when we're together, people find me first because I'm taller. But I've had people just randomly.
Restaurants. And,
Yeah.
And what do you do? What do you think of that?
I find it odd.
Are you sweet?
I'm very sweet and kind and accommodating.
Maybe we can do these last ones rapid fire
Right,
style
let's go.
here. Okay. Where do you guys see your children in the future? Like if you could choose a life or profession for them now, what would it be? Just judging by what we know about our children right now.
I feel like they're both going to be like Broadway stars or actresses or something.
I could see Belle getting into acting. I could see Biddy getting into something public relations or something where
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that kid's got people skills already, like in and out. So,
But they're both like bulldogs. Like whatever they're in, nobody's ever going to tell them no. We've tried.
Dream vacations. Any dream vacation?
And I like Destin.
We love Destin. Pompano Joe's. I could be at Pompano Joe's right now.
Let's go.
Anywhere else you would like to live, anywhere in the world. I don't feel like I'm one who is constantly like
don't
wishing
think
I
about
was
that.
somewhere else. I really like living somewhere where there's 4 seasons, you know,
Yeah.
like we do here.
And just the problem is we've created so much here.
I mean, Bub, in terms of his career, he's now earned the partner, title at his law firm. It just kind of puts you in this mindset of this is where I want to be. This is
Right. And for me to relocate would just be, it wouldn't make a lot of sense practically, but also just, I really like this area.
yeah. Any weird, and we're in Southern Illinois, by the way. Any weird habits you both have?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of weird habits I've had. What are your favorite snacks? I always love like nachos, chips and cheese, chips and salsa, something of that nature.
I like, these days it's like a nice cheese plate.
Oh yeah, our
Like
cheese
some
board
prosciutto,
thing.
some cut up cheeses.
Yeah. Bub can take down a lot of cheese and meat in a
I
sitting.
need a significant amount of cheese.
And on that note, I think we're gonna have to end it here because I'm really running out of space on the memory card. But these were some great questions, and there were even more that I didn't get put on here. Thank you for asking, and maybe we can work us in at the end of different vlogs.
Absolutely.
little chit chat session,
Maybe
maybe even
pin a
some
comment
focus.
on the vlog this time, so it's the actual vlog people.
Yes, yes, our vlog people are the really special people.
Those
We
are
know
the,
that.
those are the diehards.
We thank you so much for watching. And I think we need to report to Friday Night Lights immediately. Oh man, I texted Bub earlier. I'm now really getting into the Friday Night Lights. Are they GIFs or GIFs? And like, I sent him this line when he was telling me about something he did. There are so many Rickens ones though. No matter what happens, you're always gonna be my best friend. So many good ones. All right, thank you guys. We love you all, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.
A ghost.
You're a ghost? I'm glad you got a little ghost helper there to hold your blanket.